In 2007, a special law commission was instituted to look at ways how the constitution of Malawi could be improved after it was put together in a hurry at the dawn of multi-party democracy in the early 90s. The commission came up with recommendations on electoral laws and transfer of power that were supposed to go to parliament as constitutional amendment bills, but the process was abandoned when some political stakeholders developed cold feet. 10 years later, in 2017, the process was resuscitated. The Law Commission produced a new report on what was supposed to be changed in the Constitution of Malawi to make the law of elections clear, but the process stalled again. And then 2019 happened. Disputed presidential elections sparked massive countrywide protests that plunged the country into a political crisis. And to save the situation, the courts stepped in to offer an interpretation of what had happened. After 9 months of sifting through evidence, the Constitutional Court nullified the presidential results, citing massive electoral irregularities, and ordered fresh elections that were held a year later. According to Pastor Zaki Kawalala of the Ethics, Peace and Justice Commission of the Evangelical Association of Malawi, this happened simply because the law of elections and transfer of power is not clear.
Do we have to have the courts telling us this is what we should do when we as a nation had already agreed this is the roadmap we should take as far as constitutionalism is concerned in Malawi? Now, our concern is that if issues are not addressed, we will continue having litigations. We will continue having a governance system that is confused, marred with unconstitutionalism. And we are saying, can we bring this to rest?
But according to the co-chairperson of the National Task Force on Electoral Review, Kizito Tentani, such a process cannot be rushed because it is politically volatile and controversial.
Changing electoral laws has a very strong bearing on how an election is done, and therefore another strong bearing on how people win or lose elections. And so if you do not consult widely, some reforms might be perceived to be advantaging other sectors, other power holders, not others, and therefore people would want to protect what they have, or to aspire for what they don't have.
Tentani says about 5 bills related to elections and transfer of power have been deposited with the Ministry of Justice for scrutiny and further action before taking them to the National Assembly. However, with only about 3 years to go to the next general elections, it is a tight race for the advocates of these constitutional changes. I am Marisa MBC Lilongwe.
Ngakhale kuti pali magawo ena maripoti amene apita ku parliament kukadutsa, koma pamakhala ngati pamakhala kusankha kuti ichi tikasinthe, ichi tisasinthe. And chowakhudza anthu chikhala kuti chikhala kuti boma lililonse litabwere limasankha chimene atakasinthe chingakomere iwowo, osati chokomera ndani Amalawi. Ife Amalawi anakhala pansi kuti tikonze ichi, koma maboma akabwera sakumapangisa chinthu chakuti chitani chikonzedwe. Chimenecho tikhudza.
Pamafunika kuti mukambirane kwambiri, mugwirizane chimodzi kuti ifeyo ngati dziko umu ndimene tofuna tiziyendetsera zisankho zathu. Kuchedwa komwe zikuoneka ngati tikuchedwako zikutanthauza kuti mwina anthu ena anali asanamvesebe, kapena kuti they were not convinced kuti kodi apapa tikasintha moteremo zinthu zithandiza bwanji. Ndipo pafunika kuti tisarove, tikambirane kuti tikamakasintha kuja tikhale kuti ngati dziko tasankha kuti zisankho zathu tofuna tiziyendetsa motere.